everyone, and welcome back to the stream. This is Toxic zCypheR of Toxic Empire Harris family. It's been a couple days since we've been live. Toxic zThug had to have surgery and had to have a stent put in, but we're glad to have him home, and he's feeling a whole lot better. And he's a trooper because we got a clan match today against Cairo at 6 p.m. on Rainbow Six Siege, and he's a Rainbow Six Siege captain, so he'll be leading us today in the match against Cairo. So stay tuned and stay toxic. And before we get started, here's a picture of us. This is Toxic zBoo, Moon, and Thugana in the background, and we're the clan owners and founders of Toxic Empire Harris family. What that is a family gaming clan that posts full gameplay walkthroughs as well as competitive gameplay, which you'll see today. If you go to YouTube at Toxic zCypheR as the user and handle, you'll go to videos and most popular, and you'll see our biggest video at 150,000. Called Caldera Victory, Kong vs. Godzilla. Our goal is 420,000 for it. So help us hit that. We also cover other games like Rainbow Six Siege, Fallout, Diablo, Resident Evil, and Dead Rising. Check out our Gears of War beta reloaded gameplay, and it comes out next month along with Helldivers. It's going to be a lot of fun. So today we're going to be playing as Bam Margera on the skate. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4. It's the revamp. I played it a lot when I was younger. It came out around 2001, 2002 on the original Xbox. We also have the Doom characters here. I thought that was pretty cool. Here's Tony Hawk, and here's my character. Kind of looks like me a little bit. We got the bake board. We have that board in real life. We tied it up. You know, we love Monster. But let's go ahead and play as Bam Margera, and let's do a free skate. So let's go ahead and do it. I've actually learned a lot of tricks on here. You know, it took me a couple days to get recalibrated, but it's good to be back. But I do like this one, but I'd have to say my top skateboarding games would probably be Tony Hawk's Underground 1 and 2 and American Wasteland by far. But today will be a shorter stream. We'll probably do like 30 minutes or an hour. We'll showcase the things we've learned. And then, like I said, we got to get on some Warzone. We covered Beavis and Butthead, and American Dad came. So we're going to be covering that pretty soon. But that'll also be a short stream because I mentioned earlier we have a clan match. So you'll see a lot of rainbow. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. See what we can do. Hopefully we got a solid map. Alright, we got a bad case of lag. There we go. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, Bam's signature move is the 504. So, let's see if we can pull it off real quick. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. What the hell is this map? That's actually pretty cool. It's got like boosters. Nice. Let's hit that booster again. I hate that area right there. That's stupid. I mean, this map's cool, but I wanted like a city map. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty sweet. Get a couple rails. Alright, let's do a couple moves. That was pretty sweet. We did the inward heel flip Japan. See, it threw me off at the beginning. When I left at the beginning, you know, I didn't know it was going to shoot me forward. I wasn't ready for that, and it like shot me off my board. But now we know what that area is about. So we're just going to kind of skateboard as Bam Margera a little bit. And let's do it. Yeah. We'll definitely finish out this little session. But like I said, that was pretty cool. It will be a short stream today on skate anyway. Oh, and a good tip, which I didn't do it myself, if you're about to fall off or you're about to land hard, if there's anything you can rail, hit or hold while right next to it, and a lot of the time, you know, it will save your fall. I have mine on difficult skate, so that's another reason. I like to do it the hard way, so it's a little bit harder to stay on my board if you were to pick mine up. But you get more points, so. That was pretty sweet. See how it saved my fall? Look at that. There's the 540. We just hit it. FS wall ride.
Yeah.
Look at that. Got the wall bounce challenge. Oh, it won't let you grind on a point. That's kind of stupid. I haven't even played this map yet, to be honest. This must be a newer iteration. Because a lot of the maps it had, a lot of them at first, when it, especially the beta and shit, you know, it had like a lot of Skate 3 maps, which is fine, but I preferred the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 map. I think this one was from 4, but they just must have just put it back on because I haven't noticed it. I put a lot of bit of time into it. I'm pretty far into the career. It just takes me a minute to get warmed up, but we're really just showcasing BAM today. You know, nothing crazy. We didn't go for no crazy tail. We did everything we promised. We did the 504, the 540. We did BAM's signature move. For skating is BAM. We've done a number of unique tricks. We got about 5 minutes. We'll go collect the challenge after this, and probably gonna go hang out with Toxic zBoo, Moon, and Thug. Like I said, it's good to have Thug back, and we're all gonna be playing Rainbow Six and Warzone today, so be looking out for that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's ground this. Oh, we did a wall plant.
Oh. Oh. Ah.
That was pretty cool. We did another 540. This map is pretty cool. I feel like this map's built for a lot of grinding, you know what I mean? More like a novelty map. But it's a good map. It visually is satisfying, and I like the colors that makes it pop out. Pretty cool map. It's just not one I like to start out with. Let's go up top. Hell yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lower the difficulty when I haven't been warmed up. It makes it about 10x times harder. But it's fun. Keeps you on your toes. When it's like that, you can never land on your board sideways, or it's just, you won't be able to pull it off. And the only thing I don't like about this one is, for example, look how hard it is to stop. It's almost like that snowboard game, you know, that you just keep going, like you can stop, right? But it forces the angle and it kind of forces you to go. I like pushing off with the foot, where I can have total control of where I'm going and my speed. That's why I really like Tony Hawk's Underground 1 and 2, you know. We got American Wasteland, those games were like that. Skate 3, it's a great game. I'll be ready for another Skate. We'll play some of that one day, but this is the newer one, and you can play as Bam. I think that's sick. The cons of this game, I didn't see any Element or Zoo York. I think that was a tremendous mistake for them not to incorporate those two brands. I feel like those two brands was nearly here at the beginning when skateboarding started blowing up. I know that like Tony Hawk was there in the earlier days, but when skating got really popular, you know, is around when Element, I believe, came out. And as far as video games, right? And in a lot of the games like Skate, you know, we got American Wasteland 1 and 2, we got the Tony Hawk Undergrounds. On all them games, they include Element and Zoo York. I didn't see any Dark Horse. So what's up with that, you know? I hope they add them in the future, where they at least remaster or remake a completely faithful version, or at least an XS optimized version of Underground 1 and 2 and American Wasteland. That's what I would advocate for personally. I think that would be awesome. Keep all the brands that was in the game before. And I think that would just, you know, be a lot better. But we got about 50 seconds of this match left. We'll go claim my reward and I'll show you, you know, our character a little bit more. This is just, you know, the Bam Margera character. It's actually an extra.
Oh yeah.
You can, it's a secret unlock. You can get it for 5,000 credits. But I'm excited to cover American Dad, Jay and Silent Bob, you know, Seth Rogen, Beavis and Butthead. Those are really exciting events on Warzone. And we cover all the limited time events, so be expecting that in the next day or two. We'll get on there and cover some of that. Along with Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
But next month's going to be a huge month. Like I said, we got Helldivers 2 and Gears of War Reloaded, which we've already covered. But they come out the same day, August the 26th. So, you know, it's going to be a big day. I don't know what I want to cover first. Probably Helldivers. We do have the pre-order bonus of Gears of War. We own it. Because if you own the 2015 edition, the remaster of the original from 2006, then you should have got a code for you know, Gears of War Reloaded, right? But I'm actually surprised Helldivers 2 is actually one of PlayStation's biggest live service games as of last year. I believe it still is. It's like one of them. And it's first party Arrowhead. I'm very surprised it's coming to Xbox, and I'm really excited. It's going to be cool. You know, we primarily cover Xbox games and Xbox content here, but if it comes to Xbox, technically it's Xbox content, so we're going to be covering one of PlayStation's smash hits here on the Xbox. So it's going to be nice. It's going to be real nice that Silent Hill F is launching. on the Series XS. All the other ones did, so I think it should. I believe following behind it, even if it's a few years now, we're going to be getting Silent Hill 2 remake as well. You're seeing all these PlayStation games on the Xbox. It's a matter of time before you see their big ones like God of War and Spider-Man. We're already potentially going to see The Last of Us and Days Gone coming to PlayStation, which that'll be good for everyone. You know, Xbox will get to experience it. It'll get PlayStation player counts up, because these days Xbox is the king of gaming, and it's going to stay that way. They're the richest. They own Call of Duty, you know, Minecraft, some of the big bangers, Fallout, which we cover here. Some of my favorite games, so Xbox is a juggernaut right now in the industry. And we've covered other PlayStation games on Xbox in the past, like Predator Hunting Grounds. We even had Ilphonic reply to us on X, which we're verified on. We've had other big people comment on us, like The Condemned. We covered that game. The dude that created it commented on my X. It got 100,000 reactions. Check it out on X at toxiiczcypher. I am verified on X, aka Twitter, at toxiiczcypher. Look at my biggest pinned post on X once you get there. My biggest YouTube video, like I mentioned earlier, has 150,000. And we've even had posts where we've commented on Xbox posts and we've had them reply, along with, you know, like Ilphonic and Jay Saw, so that's cool. If you'd like to see that, I thought it was really neat. But yeah, we're gonna finish off a little bit of skate. And I said it's gonna be a real short stream. Hit that subscribe, like, follow. We're on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, X, and Discord, and Xbox. We do have an Xbox club and a Reddit, all at toxiiczcypher, all lowercase with 2 I's. Don't forget the Z, and most importantly, don't forget to stay toxic. My name is toxiiczcypher. My real name is Jackie Lee Harris. All the social media handles will be at toxiiczcypher. It's usually lowercase, but the nameplate will be spelled correctly with the capitalization, the lowercase, and the space. But the handle's all lowercase and together with the Z and 2 I's. We're gonna have a website eventually. That'll be our next biggest thing that we do. You know, we'll of course tie our YouTube and Twitch, all those social medias, and what they're like Instagram, X, Discord, whatever, Xbox, Club, link, everything like that on there. We do play on Battle.net too. We do have a PC account. But we're primarily Xbox here. We love console gaming. That's what you'll primarily see here. But you know, that's just a little something. Played a little bit as Bam. Let's look at him a little bit. Let's go ahead and stop the board. This is what he looks like. I thought it was really neat. There's actually a dispute. They weren't going to add him, and it's Tony Hawk's game, and he told, you know, an Xbox and Activision's the people that made the game, but Tony Hawk's the IP owner, he told them that they need to incorporate Bam Margera because he was in the early games. And I'm glad he did that, because rightfully so, he does deserve to be in the game. So that was really cool they added him. I'm a big fan of Bam Margera. When I was younger, I watched him skate. I watched, they did Jackass. They did, a lot of skateboarding content, stuff like that. Oh, and the Wild Boys. I like his brother's band, CKY. I think they even had like a show. So let's do the loop again. Well, we're at 19 minutes. We'll probably call her here shortly. But like I said here lately, we've been focused on our gaming stream. And when we're not on stream, we've been doing some IRL streaming. you know, kind of some just chatting. I'm like been doing behind the scenes with Toxic zBoo, Moon and Thug, and myself, and you know, we'll record kind of what our life is like. We'll do some skateboard streams in the future. I'll plan some more as we go on. In the next year or so, you'll see a lot more IRL streaming along with our gaming stream. Just thought it would be neat. You know, we did one with the fireworks around the 4th of July with Toxic zBoo, Moon and Thug, and Mookie, and we're gonna do a whole lot more. We also post all pictures of what we do, like the concerts we go to, and you know, stuff like that. If you feel free to check that out on our official YouTube, Twitch, Instagram X, Discord, you know, the Instagram, all that. That was pretty sweet. We got 10,000 points for that one move. But it was nice doing that new map. You know, that was the first time doing that one, so I wasn't really expecting all the boosters that it gave you, like pushing you forward and shit. That was weird, but it was cool to play it. I'm glad we got to cover it. We're gonna get Toxic zBoo, Moon and Thug on some skate later. I think it'd be really fun. Get everybody in here. Get some other members in too. Like it'll be me, Toxic zBoo, Moon and Thug. We'll get toxiiczsaint, zGoRe, Void, zAciD. We'll get a big lobby of skate going. We'll have, you know, if we could get a 10 people clan match, that would be really cool. We'll see what we can do. If you'd ever like to get something going, you know, you can always reach out to us like that clan Cairo did. That's how we're doing this clan match. You could either message us on Discord, DM me on our official X page, even DM me on Instagram. You could even feel free to comment on YouTube, but just take a minute for me to get back with you. You can catch me on the live when I'm broadcasting on Twitch. I'm usually always live, usually 7 days a week. Even if it's just for an hour, I try to stream every day. We've built a small, but I like to call a pretty formidable following. Across all our platforms, we have about a little over 1 million views. That's views, not subs. In views, we have about a little over 1 million. On YouTube, 300,000. Last time I looked on Twitch, it was like 220,000 views or something like that. On X, just one post. That tweet I was telling you about has over 100,000. So that's just a little something right there, you know. I won't, you know, sit here and name off everything, but just that alone, you know, is close to 1 million views. But for those of you here, you're a part of that. Thank you for that. Thank you for being a part of the Toxic Empire Harris family community. So we'll finish off this match. We did 2 little matches, and we'll go claim our rewards, talk a little bit about our character and stuff like that. And then we'll wrap up the stream, the skate stream. Ooh, that was a nice reverse wall plant. I didn't hit the rail in time. I was going to try to grind it. Alright, so that was a good match. But chat, let's do one more trick and then we're gonna wrap it up. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
360 impossible nosy grab. Oh, we can't go out like that. Let's do a cool trick real quick. There we go. Alright, chat. Be sure to follow us and sub at YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, X, and Discord. All at toxiiczcypher, lowercase with 2 eyes. Don't forget the Z, most importantly. Don't forget to stay toxic. Thank you for watching, everyone. We're going to wrap it up right here. Alright, let's go to challenges. Alright, let's go to the shop. We already got all the boards we like, all the grip tape, everything like that. We'll cop something. Yo, that's kind of gas, I'm not gonna lie. We might even save up for the Santa Cruz board. I really like these crossboards too. Those are sick. We are a Christian gaming clan, so that's really cool. Let's see what else we got. Where's the Santa Cruz boards? I thought they had Santa Cruz. Is that Dark Horse? No, that's Toy Machine. I know they got Santa Cruz. I know they got Santa Cruz. I'm just not seeing it. Let me look one more time. That's kind of driving me crazy. Yo, that's crazy. Do they not have them now? If they don't have Santa Cruz, that's crazy. They already don't have Element in Zoo York. I mean, what? Yo, that's crazy. Now, if I go to, let's look at my skater again. Oh, that's damn. Let's go back to multiplayer. We're gonna put our skater back on. So this is my skater. See, there's the Santa Cruz. There it is. I really like Santa Cruz. It's really cool. New grip tape. That's cool. The watermelon. There's some tires to match, but you already know. We got the Spitfire big head wheels, all green. We got the bake board. We have that board in real life. We got the, you know, the grip tape to match with the green lining. We got Monster. You know, a little something. See, where's that new hat? There it is, watermelon head. That's hilarious. See, we got the Red Bull, the Monster hats. You know, pretty cool stuff. We got the bat socks. I'm about to get a bat tatted on my hand, by the way, so that'll be cool. Got some shit over here. Cross on the hand. I even got one right here. Pretty cool. Yeah, that was actually kind of hard to see. You can kind of see the tattoo right here. But yeah, we got a lot of shit. But we got the tattoo, the character tatted up. Yeah, chat, that's our character, man. We skate real life. Like I said, here's my board. You know, pretty cool. Thank you for watching, chat. We're going to do some more streaming later. Next time we see us will probably be on Warzone and Rainbow Six Siege. Next month, Helldivers 2 and more Gears of War Reloaded. Stay tuned and stay toxic. Hit that sub and follow button, chat. At toxiiczcypher. Peace.